Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Sunday or whatever day you're watching. Hope you had a good week. So this video is going to focus on talking about what dreams you could potentially be missing out on or you are missing out on. But the first thing I want to talk about, I think might be more important. And it's a realization that I've come to, and I think some other people have come to it too. So I might not be the only one, but I'm firmly on board and I'm going to really go for it. Is over these last 2 months, I've worn pants one time. And honestly, that was probably my worst day. Can we just not wear pants anymore? I don't like pants. They're very uncomfortable. I feel like shorts are way better, or loungewear. I mean, who are we fooling, let's just start wearing, shorts or jorts or lounge pants. I have some really good lounge pants. If we can just agree on lounge pants, I would be really happy with that, because I don't even want to look at my jeans again. It was a very uncomfortable day for me. And every other day I've been pretty comfortable because I haven't worn pants. So that's the most important thing. But then the other thing that I want to talk about is that your dreams need to be sought after, and you need to go after your dreams. So when I talk about your dreams, I don't want you to think about dreams that you had put on you, societal dreams. There's this great guy named Vishen who runs Mind Valley, and he talks about the Culturescape. And it's basically the way that culture puts things on you, things that aren't really actually that great that culture puts on you. And it can be also stuff that happens inside your family. So, and things that you see growing up. We talk about the typical American dream. You go to college, you get a job, you retire at 65, right? And so we grow up thinking those are our dreams and our goals. And we think about those are the things that we need to do to attain happiness. And what I'm talking about is something completely different. What I'm talking about is your actual dreams that you have inside of your heart. So let's think about it like this. Okay, so my whole life, I never did anything that I really wanted to do, because I never allowed myself to dream the dreams that I had inside of my heart. It was interesting because I always had things that I thought I wanted to do that seemed awesome, but I always felt like I shouldn't do them, and I shouldn't. I'm not meant for those things. I'm not good enough for those things. I'm not talented enough for those things. I wasn't put in this type of situation. So all of these types of things wouldn't let me think about the things that would really make my heart beat faster, get more blood pumping, get me excited. I'd have the brief moments thinking about things that I really wanted to do with my life, but they just didn't seem like they were for me, because I was conditioned to believe that I wasn't supposed to do those things, or I wasn't worthy enough to do those things, or I was able to do those things. I had the limiting beliefs, which I talked about on my other video. And dude, that is just such a shitty thing, because it's just you're missing out on what you're supposed to be doing. So let's say, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about, maybe off the video or maybe right now, pause it, whatever you want to do. But, close your eyes, or don't close them, whatever the hell you want to do. And think about the things that are inside of your heart that you dream about, that you think about, that when you think them, it calls out to you. Your soul lights up, your heart lights up. It's something that if you had it before, you might tap it down and think oh, I shouldn't be, that's not for me. Well, just do it for a minute and think about it actually being something you could do, that you're capable of doing it, that you're meant to do it. Because what I'm really coming to realize, and I know this to be so true, is that each one of us has a purpose, a longing, something inside of us that we're supposed to be doing. And a lot of you are already doing it. It was just a natural thing that happened. But I can tell you from my experience, I was not doing it. I was doing what society and what I felt like I should be doing. And I was never happy. I never felt fulfilled, and I never felt a longing. And then recently, what I ended up doing with this one of the reasons I'm even doing these videos is because this is one of the things that kind of calls my name, is kind of sharing calling to my soul and calling my name, is kind of sharing what's going on with me, is talking about how I lived my life, with just shitty beliefs. I never let my soul really come out. I never let my dreams really come out. And what I'm not talking about like dreams necessarily about like a car or, you know, getting a jet or whatever it is. I'm talking about the dreams that excite you, things that you haven't let yourself flourish in, things you haven't really dived into and skilled up on and allowed yourself to really grow into it. You know, I know for my path, like I know that for me, like being of service is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I think service is built into everybody. I think true happiness is doing what you do, but building in service inside of it, helping out other people while you're doing it, having the right intentions while you're doing it. I think service to humanity, service to your family, service to whoever, and you loving that and then providing that service is where true freedom lies. At least that's my belief. I've seen it with the happiest people, the people that I read about, the people that I think about, the people that share their knowledge. They all talk about the level of service inside of what they're doing. It's because your intentions are so pure, right? It's like whatever you're doing, if you're coming into it with these pure intentions of not trying to screw people over, like you think it can really benefit people, you think it's going to be of service, and you're serving in the way that you feel like you should be doing, that's when happiness happens, because you get excited, like you're doing something that has purpose, that has meaning, and you're giving back. And whatever that looks like, whether you're stay-at-home mom, I mean, right now I'm basically a stay-at-home dad, whatever, you know, those type of things, whatever it means in your life. I think service is such an important part. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about is like, what would happen if you actually let those things bubble up? If you think about it and you let those things kind of become a part of who you are. And instead of thinking you're not worthy of them or you don't deserve them, what if you for a moment thought you were? What if for a moment you realized the only thing holding you back was yourself? That true happiness is yours. It's meant for everyone. We're not supposed to live this life, this on planet, dreading every single day, living this life where we're just walking around doing the same things and we're on autopilot. We wake up, we go to work, we drive home, we eat dinner, we put the kids to bed, we rinse and repeat, right? Like if that works for you and you're happy, then good, you're living your purpose. But I can guarantee you the majority of people who are doing that are not happy. They're not happy because they're not living their purpose. And society pushes us down from really going after what we're supposed to, because we're supposed to do things a certain way. And if we don't, people will laugh at us or they'll judge us. So we worry about that. And watch my other video. It talks about how you shouldn't give a shit about what other people think. You should do you, especially if it's helping people. So what I want you to think about when this video is over is, what are those dreams that you have? What are those things inside of you that you've never let come out? Think about those. You're missing out on some rad shit. You're missing out on what life is really about when you're not doing that. Like, once I realized and I broke down and I started thinking about and meditating and, you know, having real moments of clarity about how I wasn't living my purpose, my whole world and everything that I knew changed for better. Shit got brighter. I got happier. My family was more in tune with me. I was more in tune with my family. I was more patient. I was more forgiving to myself, to other people. And I started realizing, oh shit, there's a whole nother level of happiness that I didn't even know existed. Not even a clue. I thought I was doing life. Life was what it was, and I was doing it, and then you move on, you die, blah, blah, blah. There was no real excitement to it. And I kept trying to find things that would potentially make me get excited, but I was never dreaming big enough. I was never going inside and finding what I needed to make me happy. And once I started doing that and believing I was worth it and started thinking, why the fuck not me? That's when it really changed. That's when life got really exciting, because then the options were limitless. But the thing about it is, you if you really listen to your intuition, you listen to your heart, you'll know what it is. What makes you feel full? What makes that heartbeat really fast? Also, like, what is going to help humanity? How are you going to serve people, but doing with what you love? So give that some thought, dude. Chase your dreams. Don't waste any more time. Don't waste any more time. Even if it's just a little step chasing towards your dream, even if it's just starting to read a book or giving yourself 5 minutes to, you know, listen to a podcast each day that kind of talks about what you're searching for. Give yourself those little steps. And also, really think about this pants thing, because I really don't want to wear pants as a general sense. I guess I don't have to wear them anymore, but, you know, and I'm trying to move on from being judged anyways. But if you all join me, it'll just make things a lot easier. Anyways, I hope you guys have a rad Sunday, a rad week. I will see you next week. Much love. Please share this if you think it will help somebody. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Do all the above. And I'll talk to you soon. Much love, guys. Bye.